backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other, a sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. And my dollar parked in a holler 'neath the mountains moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little lovin', little turtle lovin' on the Mason-Dixon night. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland delight. White-tailed buck deer munchin' on clover, red-tailed hawk sittin' on a limb, chubby old groundhog, croaking bullfrog, free as a feelin' in the wind. Homegrown country girl, gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Well, that's an old song that, I think I started singing that when my son was about 3 years old. And that was quite a few years ago, because he's going to be 43 this year. So 40 years ago, I learned that song. And of course, it's by that fantastic country western group, Alabama. Why did I sing that today? Well, because it always makes me think of Tennessee. And when I lived there, I learned to make a cookie that I really enjoy, so I always associate this cookie with Tennessee, although that's probably not where it originated. And it's called a pecan sandy. So we're going to make pecan sandies today. So I'm going to move the camera over so you can see what's going on up close and personal. So hang on. All right, this is a pretty simple cookie recipe. You're going to want 1 cup of butter, which I've already got in my pot. Now you can use salted butter or unsalted. If you use unsalted, you're going to want to add a ½ teaspoon of salt to the recipe. I'm using salted butter, so I'm not adding that ½ teaspoon. But what we're going to do to start off is take our 1 cup of soft butter, and to that we're going to add a ½ cup of sugar or Splenda. Now you can use either, it doesn't really matter in this recipe, other than to the person eating it, right? So let's get this blended together, shall we? Okay, once you've got your sugar and butter blended together, to that you're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You want to get every last drop of that vanilla because that's expensive stuff. And you're going to add 3 teaspoons of water. All right, and we're going to blend that together. Now we've got that blended together, we're going to start adding our flour, a little bit at a time because you don't want a huge cloud of flour floating up into your kitchen. So we'll just start adding that a little at a time. You just want to do that a little at a time so you don't create a flour cloud in your kitchen. And I don't think I mentioned it, but you want 2 cups of flour. Now, if you want to, you certainly can use your stand mixer for this. I just opted for the hand mixer today, but the stand mixer would work just fine. Okay, now once you've got your flour mixed in, the last ingredient in here is 1 cup of chopped pecans. Alrighty, we got our dough mixed together. We'll just clean off what we can from the beaters. And then we're going to cover this with some wax paper and put it in the fridge to chill. And it needs to chill in the fridge for at least 3 hours. Alright, we're back. Our dough has chilled and we're ready to bake our cookies. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, once your dough is chilled, mine chilled overnight, but they say about 3 hours. But now you can take it and you can roll it into balls. So probably about that size, maybe a little bigger. I guess that probably is a bit small, depending on the size. Now, some people like to roll these into fingers, but I do mine into balls. And you want to put them on an ungreased cookie sheet. And then I like to decorate mine with a single pecan on the top. And my dough is almost too cold here. It's refrigerated very well. Now, the one thing you want to do before you start rolling these into balls is you want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And you're going to do these at a slow bake. Oh yeah, my goodness, my dough was very chilled. You're going to do these at a slow bake for about 20 minutes, 325. So that's the trick to a good pecan sandy, is not to cook them too quickly. Like I say, simple job now, just making these into small rounds, like that. And this should make somewhere between 2 and 3 dozen. So if you want more than that for a special occasion, well, just double or triple the recipe. It's one of those kind of recipes that lends itself quite well to increasing or even decreasing. So if you don't want as many, you can go to cut the recipe in half with no issues whatsoever. Alright, I'm not going to make you watch me fix all of these, so we'll be back as soon as I bake the first batch to have a look at how they are. Alright, our first batch are done and out of the oven. You can see what they look like. Put them on the rack to cool. I forgot to turn the timer off, so it's beeping at me. I'll have to take care of that in a minute. But here's a nice little cookie you can make. It's a good one for Christmas time too. So you can make them for every day or just make them for special occasions. But I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe and we'll give it a try. Like I say, it's a pretty easy and simple cookie to make and a fun one to make with the kids or the grandkids. And there you have it. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Until Tuesday with Tuesdays with the Pilgrim, take care, stay safe, and God bless.